will the bat pick up? Success at last. With its fishy reward, Patricia's bat has discovered that cell phones can be used to deliver sashimi. Will bats pass on this message?
I put 2 bats in together, and one bat is going to one ringtone, another bat is going to another ringtone, and I look at how fast they learn from each other.
Patricia's test yields a surprising result. Bats actually learn from one another. Once one bat realizes a new sound signifies food, others quickly follow suit. So bats might be more adaptable hunters than we thought. This could be vital for the bat's future, now that the chytrid fungus has reached Panama and even BCI.
There are lots of frog species here that are going extinct and very quickly. And so that could be that a frog species that this bat is eating may disappear, and how good the bats are at learning about new food sources from each other or by themselves will be important.
Once her research is done, Patricia will release the bats back on Barrow, Colorado Island. But for now, her work continues throughout the night. The rainforests of Panama are a Rosetta Stone to scientists. They hold clues to understanding how plants and animals interact in one of the most complex environments on Earth. And somewhere out there is a sloth with a secret. Scientist Bryson Voyron has fitted it with a sophisticated piece of equipment, an electroencephalogram logger. It's designed to measure the animal's brainwave patterns, logging how much time it's spent awake, asleep, foraging, or feeding. Now, the scientists are back to retrieve their equipment. They want to find out how the rainforest has made the sloths so, well, sloth-like.
This way.
Because they like to hide, spotting a sloth in a tree is surprisingly hard. Fortunately, Bryson also fitted it with a homing beacon, a radio collar advertising its current location.
It's right up there. There he is. Well, that's definitely our sloth. That's the male.
Now he's found it, he's got to catch it. And that means firing a slingshot into a neighboring tree.
So, grab onto my leg. Okay. Ready? Here we go.
The EEG logger can now be removed. This doesn't hurt the sloth. It's just like taking off a top hat.
Up.
Albeit a hat that's been fixed on with super glue.
It looks good and dry, which is a good sign. And I'll go ahead and just unplug it. So what we'll do now is see what his brainwaves look like and see how he's been sleeping or he's been awake all night, what he's been doing, what he's been up to. So far what we've found with these sleep loggers on sloths is that sloths in captivity sleep a lot more than sloths in the wild.
Bryson's findings go further than that, because so far he's studied not just one sloth, but over 100. And he's found big differences between them all. Just like people, some sloths are early risers, others are night owls staying up late every day. And he's discovered that sloths in places with lots of predators tend to sleep less than those who live in safer places.
Well, now that his radio collar's removed and the hat's gone, I'll go ahead and let him go back in the forest. All right. Oops.
The real secret to sloths is that what they eat might determine how they live. Different diets lead to different sleep and brainwave patterns. The implications are astonishing. Sloths could be choosing their diets according to whether they want to stay awake or asleep. It's like having an extra shot of espresso. Insomniac sloths dosing up on food that keeps them alert when there's predators about. So it seems that sloths are the way they are thanks to the food they eat and the forest they live in. The brainwave patterns of sleeping sloths may seem like a strange thing to study, but Bryson's findings are adding another missing piece to the jigsaw puzzle of rainforest life and helping to unlock its secrets. With twice as many mammal species as live in the British Isles and one of the greatest diversities of bugs anywhere on Earth, Barrow, Colorado Island and the mainland forests of Panama are the perfect microcosms of nature, the ideal places for scientists to find out how life functions together in one of the most complex habitats on Earth.
The more you know about it, the more interesting it is, and the more there is to know.
And their findings are surprising. This is turning out to be a place where all life is linked through invisible, vital, and often unexpected ties. Where plants manipulate animals, trees hire contract killers, shrubs conspire against insects, and the vegetation even controls the weather. Yet the clock is ticking in our race to decipher the rainforest. Worldwide, an area the size of a football field is felled every 2 seconds. 18 million soccer pitches of forest destroyed every year. At that rate, BCI would be obliterated in the time this film's been running. And the ramifications could affect us all.
As the tropical rainforest gets smaller and smaller, you lose that opportunity to be able to answer in questions and figure out what things are doing.
Every year, nearly 1,000 scientists visit BCI and Panama's mainland forests. They're attempting to piece together this jigsaw puzzle of a jungle.
You feel like you're doing something for these animals, not only for the animals itself, but for the future.
They're beginning to unlock the secret life of the rainforest.